Hey, what's happening, guys? Soul Reaper 3 here, and welcome back to Demon Souls. So, in the last video, well, by the time you're watching this, yeah, it would be the last video, we killed the Tower Knight, Ruby came back and leveled up. I'm now at 20 health, 20 strength, and 17 endurance. I'm gonna quickly, I just wanted to reiterate this point, because I kind of touched on it in the last video. I think it was the last video, anyway. Yeah, it must have been. But just to reiterate, to get back into human form, soul form, even without without it being consequential, just do this. I know it's really tedious doing it after every boss, but trust me, it will help you in the long run. And obviously, it's really tedious because you have to go back up there and get your souls. But as I said, it'll help in the long run. Trust me. So in this video, I'm aiming to do. Well, I'm aiming to complete World 2-1, aka the Smithing Ground, which we visited in part 3. So one last video, it was video before, to grab, obviously, the Crashing Battle Axe. As I said in that video, we weren't going to be doing it in that video, we were going to be doing it in a later part, which is obviously this part. So we're going to go there now. But yeah, there's nothing else really to say. Nothing else you've missed, really. I was supposed to mention this after Phalanx, but I forgot. So these guys you can now talk to. These guys are the faith people. I think it's you that sells basic miracles. Oops, didn't mean to do that. You don't free the NPC that you get the more advanced miracles from until World 4. And then this is the magician side of things. He's like he's Freak's apprentice, I believe. Yeah, something like that.
Are you here to face the demons? If so, please free Sage Freak the Visionary from his cell in Bactria. I will help you however I can. I can teach you elementary spells. Sage Freak is a gleaming hope for humankind, but I have not the power to save him alone.
Yeah, he's Freak's apprentice.
I see. Just ensure that
You don't free Sage Freak until World 3. When you free him, he appears. I think it's here, and then you can free Yuria. She's the NPC that I mentioned in part 3, where you get the fast officials gear and you free an NPC. That's that NPC. She appears. I think it's here. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if I'm gonna be freeing. I'll probably free them all, just to be as close to a completionist as possible. But given I'm neither a magic build nor a miracle build. I don't know yet. Anyway, so on with World 2-1. As I said, you probably remember this from part 3, as we did cover this briefly. But as I said, it was very brief. So yeah, this NPC is here. He's another merchant. Filthy man. He just sells basic upgrade materials. Obviously, healing items. And there is a crystal lizard down here. Oh, there was. Oh, it might have gone. That was an item. I'm not here, so nice. So, that in there is a shortcut I'll get later. Yeah, this is a shortcut you get later. You go down there, there's a blacksmith. He's the one that you get boss weapons from. But yeah, this shortcut I won't get till later. You kind of go in there, circle round up, and you come out up that, and that's how you grab that shortcut. But yeah, that's kind of the gist of this area, if I'm honest. Aside from obviously the enemies, you remember them creature looking. If you're a fan of Harry Potter, they look like a creature from the Harry Potter series. The elf that isn't Dobby, in case you're wondering who I'm on about. Yeah, he's the elf that isn't Dobby. So yeah, in here, it loves to remember in part 3 we went up there. I'm not going back up there. There's literally nothing else up there, so like I got everything. There's not really much point in going back up there. So these are the guys I'm on about. That doesn't work for them really. Okay. I was expecting. I mean, it does near enough one-shot damage. These guys can be tough. These guys can also drop. Ooh, iron knuckles. They've never done that for me before. Yeah. These guys can also drop upgrade materials. It's only, I think it's only the ones in the bag though, which are neither of these. No, I keep running out of stamina. Me wondering why I can't swing. I'm running out of stamina. There we go. So in there, there's a bunch more of them creature-looking enemies. Behind them pots in the back, there are going to be a couple of wolves, and then there's a fat official. You can kind of take these guys out without worrying about the wolves until you get too close. Obviously, if you die, these are the enemies that I'm all over the bags. Never mind. I didn't realize that. Ow. Didn't realize that the wolves could attack prematurely. Yeah, these guys are tough. Like, they don't hit that hard in comparison, but like at the same time they're really tough. They're tanky enemies. Ow. Fudge. I could die here. Actually, I got all heals. Yeah, that fat official is what cast that fireball at me. If you watched part 3, you'll know how much of that fat official can be a bit of a pain. You can get a ring in one of the later worlds that you get that gradually it restores your health. We're not. There we go. No, he didn't drop there. Cap. As I said in part 3, these guys can drop their outfits. I don't know what the trigger is for them dropping their outfits. Like, I can get them to drop their outfits quite consistently sometimes, and then other times I can't. So I don't know what the trigger is there, but anyway. Well, that guy's it's a pretty obvious trap. This area is littered with these guys. This world in it, just in its entirety, is littered with these guys. To run up here, there'll be another 2 around the corner. Yeah, the other one's hiding in the doorway. Ow! There we go. Let me heal. We're taking on them guys. That's the other guy. So with him down, there's nothing in here. There is an item on the other side though. Item here. No heals, that's handy. And yeah, pickaxe. You can't sell in this game, which is really unfortunate because in the later games you can. But it's one of them things. Oh, the fat official's already firing at me. Typical. I'm not gonna deal with the fat official. You can if you're a ranged build, but I'm not, so I'm not going to. drop down here, grab the pull the lever. That opens the door up there. Like so. There are occasions where he drops down and you can fight him, but he doesn't always do it. Like just now, he hasn't done it. As I said in part 3, unfortunately the fat officials do respawn, so it's not a case of they only respawn the once and that's it. They are farmable enemies, to be fair, mostly for their gear, as I said, but aside from that, they're kind of useless. But yeah, just run along here. If you want to, you can. If you're a ranged build, you can stand like here and dodge between the posts, firing like magic or a bow at them. Or you can take a chance running down that bridge. It does break when you go on it, but I don't want to do that, and I'm not a ranged build. So anyway, through the fog. So this is kind of where see them. Notice these guys on the walls. They're a pain because they breathe fire and stuff on you, and they as you've seen in previous parts, fire hurts a lot in this game. I mean, fire hurts anyway, but more so in this game. So up there is where the lever for the shortcut I mentioned earlier is. We won't be getting up there till for a little bit. As I said previously, these areas are quite short. In there, as I said, there's the little lizards that are on fire on the walls. If you're a ranged build, you can take them out quite easily, but I don't want to risk that. There are 3 of them creature enemies here. They've got fire sticks, as you can see. I don't really know how else to describe them. They're sticks that literally deal fire damage like that. So, ow. Oh. Dodge. Heal. Fighting these 2 of these at the same time can be a pain. Oh no, I lied. The thing for the shortcut isn't back there. That's just to get rid of the lava. To get the shortcut is up here. If you're getting really angry at these, running through, like dodging through like barrels and stuff is really fun. Just, that's just a little good bit of info for you in case you guys wanted to let out some anger. I know it's going handy for me once or twice. Not so much in this game. This game isn't that. It's not that rage-inducing compared to the others, but especially Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 1 tends to give you as much rage out of everything, just because there's a lot of BS in that. So yeah, we're back out here. There's an item right here. It's a soul item, I think. I could be making that up though. No, it's a soul item. That's right. Oh, there's another item here as well. This is probably another soul item actually. No, it's healing. Okay. So yeah, down here is the lever for the shortcut that I mentioned just now. As you can see, the chain left to right to right. Go down here. There's a platform back there, but I'll grab that in a bit. You can get off up there, but we're going all the way down to see Blacksmith Ed, who looks like a hollowed version of Andre, if I'm honest. If you know who Andre is from the Dark Souls games,
steel. If not, head straight for the door.
So he will upgrade, as I said, he'll give you boss weapons later on, and he'll upgrade the weapon the normal Baldwin would, like my battle axe. If you get the Crescent Falchion from, the Crescent Falchion, I should say, sorry, from the, what do I need for that? Do I not have 10 decks? I thought I had 10 decks. Oh no, I got 9. Oh, okay, never mind then. As I said, if you give him the boss soul of the Flame Lurker, it'll give you you'll be able to use the he'll be able to make boss souls for you, boss weapons for you. Sorry. The only really good one is the lava bow, from my personal experience, but because I'm not using a bow on this build, I'm not going to be using it. So anyway, if you go back down there, it's the start of the area. This is obviously where we were, but I'm going to go get the item on this platform. Crystal shard, nice. Yeah, if you keep riding this elevator down, it'll take you back to where Baldwin was. Not Baldwin, sorry, Ed. I'm Blacksmith. If we go here, I can't remember if there's an item out here. Yeah, there is. Here's all. Okay. So now you can just ride the elevator back up. Or fail miserably to do so. That works too. There we go. We get off. Oh no, we don't get off here. That's, as I said, that's the start of the area. Here you get off. So this area is nearly done, pretty much. As I said, these areas are really short in comparison to some of the areas in the rest of the games. So yeah, just go through here. That's another reoccurring thing as well. You'll notice that fog. Even if you don't know anything about these games, you'll know that boss fogs are generally associated with these games. Not so much in this one and Dark Souls 1. They tend to use fog like that quite sparingly in the earlier games. I think it's more so in this game than it is in Dark Souls 1. But it's kind of a feature they don't really use again in from like Bloodborne onwards. Which I like, because it can get really, especially for new players, it can get really confusing. Obviously, if you've played these games before, then you know what boss fog is and what it is and isn't boss fog. But if you don't know, if you aren't in the know, then it can get, it can be like, I'm about to go into a boss and I'm not ready. Like, but then you go through the fog and it's not even a boss, and you're like, that's really misleading. But yeah, that's you can kind of skip these guys, but like if you do, they can chase you, and it's annoying. So I tend to just kill them here, stop them chasing you. So right here, I don't think you can actually. I think you're supposed to run across there, but I've never been able to do it successfully, so I'm not really. There's a crystal lizard, but that can disappear, it's fine. These guys, there's a couple of guys at the back that throw boulders, which is kind of annoying, unless you're a range build. And as well. But the rocks will hit you if you're not careful. the two without any weapons that are throwing rocks, I believe. Well, three, I should say, that are without weapons that are throwing rocks. I didn't realise these guys are weak to magic though. That's good to know. Ow. That's it. That's... To be honest, since you get through this a little bit, there's nothing really to worry about. I'll put my shield out for this little bit though, because there are a couple of wolves here and they may or may not kill me. I haven't got any shields away. Oh, I do. That's good to know. Okay, I forgot I picked up heals. Ow. See, that's what I mean, these guys are pain. But yeah, that's... If you don't have a shield, the lizards aren't that difficult to deal with. It's just the wolves. Ow. Because they will start mocking. Like they just did. I had that happen. I've had that happen a few times to me, and I can never do it consistently. I killed that wolf and it just disappeared through the map. It's gone to the back rooms. Anyway, so yeah, this area is more or less done. There's only a little bit more to do, and then the area is basically over. So yeah, run down here. This may or may not look familiar. Oh. Ow. Heal. Thank you. This is what I mean when I say that fighting two of them at once can be a pain. I know that heals for everything. Right. I just realized I've dropped down here now. I can't even really go back. That's annoying. Hang on. I should have grabbed the lever before following him down. Oh well. Means I've got to run back now, but hey, it's one of them things. All the enemies are dead in this area now anyway, so it's not like it's a big deal. At least all the enemies should be dead. If they're not, I've got some questions. Of course everything goes wrong when I'm recording. Why wouldn't? Yeah, everything's dead. Minutes, okay. I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far, by the way. The Demon's Souls is quite a short game in comparison to some of the others. Like Dark Souls 1 will probably take, of the earlier games anyway, will probably take the longest. Elden Ring is going to be by far the longest game because it's open world, so it's that will take me a while, I guarantee. So there we go. That is now the area to the boss of this area is now open. If you've got fire resistant gear and rings, you can go through that area without doing all of that, but I personally find it easier to do it that way. So yeah, it's issue through here. Upgrade material, heals, not all going to do actually. And this is a ring, I believe. It's a poison resistance ring, I think. Yeah. So up here, there's a fat official coming up. They're everywhere in this bloody place. Once you past him, it's basically on the home stretch to the boss. I think you can run around him, but it's easier to fight him. And these barrels will give you a bad time if you're not careful. He will also give you a bad time if you're not careful. There we go. So I mean, there we go. He dropped his leggings. You don't get the last of the fat official gear until one of the last areas, which is kind of annoying, especially if you're doing a magic build, because obviously freeing your rear is quite important to a magic build. But it's obviously, if you want your rear that bad, then it's just what you have to do. Thankfully, once you've completed this world, you literally can access what is supposed to be one of the last levels. You're going to be extremely underleveled for it, but you can access it. So next, is it up? Yeah, it is. Okay. Speaking of magic builds, if you want a thing that's really good for magic builds and is basically essential to any magic build, the Crisp Blade. It boosts your magic damage by, I think it's 20%. I could be wrong. But anyway, so down this elevator is the boss, which is the Armored Spider. So the Armored Spider can be really easy if you're a ranged build. There's like a little alcove just before you actually get to the boss itself. You can kind of like sit in, and that's the boss. Fire attacks from. But if you're a melee build like me, this fight can be really tedious. He's got a couple of attacks that can be a bit of a pain. He can web you because he's a spider. Oh yeah, arachnophobia warning as well. He doesn't look that much like a spider, but like he looks enough like a spider to be able to tell, aside from the name, obviously, that he is a spider. So if anybody's got arachnophobia, maybe skip. Maybe skip this bit. The video is going to be ending here, so if you after this boss, so if you want to skip, if you want to maybe turn the video off because you don't like spiders, then I understand. Yeah, spiders aren't for everybody. Yeah, this is your final chance. If you don't like spiders and I'm scared this is going to trigger your arachnophobia, look, turn the video off now. Otherwise, here goes nothing. Yeah, that alcove back there. Yeah, if he wipes you, you can't like dodge or anything. Yeah, dead. See what I mean? This is a bit of a pain. And now I gotta run all the way back. Fantastic. yeah, this is a bit of a nuisance. Thankfully, I got the shortcut. You can kind of run past everything now. Because obviously you've done everything, so you don't really need to. I mean, you can kill everything again if you want, but you'd be wasting your time. If I'm honest, because they wouldn't be dropping anything you wouldn't have got on the first run through anyway. The creature-looking enemies that drop upgrade mats, if you kill them again, they won't drop upgrade. They won't infinitely drop upgrade mats. So you can't. That isn't just a way of farming upgrade mats, unfortunately. They don't just keep dropping upgrade materials. So don't think that's an easy way to farm upgrade materials. It's not. Trust me. You'd be better off farming the phalanx enemies in World 1 for upgrade materials if you're that desperate. But as I said, thankfully once you get past the fat official, the boss is literally just down here. So if you think the elevators are a lot slow in this game, they get much worse as the games go on. I promise. Yeah, unfortunately the elevators don't get any quicker. The worst is in Elden Ring because everything is so open, and if you, in the event you go down like an elevator or up an elevator, it feels really tedious because it's really slow. I don't know what Miyazaki's obsession is with slow elevators. Miyazaki's the founding father of these games, in case you're wondering. Although if you know anything about these games, you'll probably already know that. Again, arachnophobia warning in case anybody's still watching. But anyway, here we go. Hiding Elf Grove. Yeah, you're supposed to hit this. Ow. See what I mean? I pinned them. Ow. This is a pain. But yeah, this is kind of when I said this boss can be. I'm going the wrong way. Oops. When I said this boss can be a bit of a pain, that's what I mean. Hey guys, Soul Reaper 03 here. This is kind of an editor's commentary. So I did a couple of attempts on the armor spider boss, but I give up. So that was what the abrupt ending to the recording was. I'll snap this on at the end of after the final attempt you saw. But yeah. So I'll pick this up again in the next video, just so you guys can kind of see me defeat him, because otherwise what I might do is between videos I might just go and farm and get my dexterity up to 10 and upgrade my bow just to be able to do it ranged, because otherwise I think I'm going to struggle with this boss quite a bit. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!